before you skip this video, make sure to give us a chance. It's a little clip from our team.
Top down to match my ceiling, I don't have none. Dollar billies, one time. She said I hate my day.
Boom. I think you guys like that clip. There was a lot of money and effort put into that single clip. Alright, now, also, if you guys like that, make sure to go follow the Twitter and join up the Discord, because those are the most effective ways to get recognized by the community, the Faith Clan community. Now, I'm going to be explaining a bunch of different requirements for a bunch of different roles, going from creative warrior to investors. And if you guys are interested in any of those, make sure to stay on the video and like it up. And as I said, please subscribe. We're going for 5K is our big goal, and our small goal right now is 1.5K. So I will appreciate if we reach those goals. We're grinding every day, so you know, a little subscribe button wouldn't hurt. So the first part is creative warriors. I know a lot of people are excited for that, and I'm gonna be having one of the best creative warriors explain this role to you.
All right, so for you creative warriors, you guys need to have clips every single week. You should be high quality, at least 60 FPS, 1920 by 1080. They need to be original and different. You guys need to make the clips look good, and you have to be like different than everybody else. You have to stand out. So you guys, they could be box fight clips, but preferably like either zone wars or PGs or build battles. So that's basically it for PG warriors or creative warriors. So
Yeah, so perfect. We're gonna be moving to comp next, so let's get right into it. So now next part is competitive players. This is actually a really important role in Faith Clans, so please hang in there with me. You guys need to be 13 plus to join as a comp player. The only reason we have that requirement is a lot of people are younger but are a little bit more squeaky or get a tad bit annoying, and you know, it's not because of your age, it's just morely because some people don't like playing with the younger people, and I understand that. But if you do have earnings, if you're a good player, maybe you get a revoke from the co-leader or the owner. So now, but another requirement also is that you need to have faith in your name. I know if you want to be a comp player or whatever, you have to have faith in your name, all right? You have to be Faith and in your name, like Faith Demon. If you are a comp player, that is required. No other role is required for like creative player or anybody, but for comp players is absolutely required. All right, now the more earnings, the better. So no wager, we do not count wage earnings. Then if you want to have actually count wage earnings, you have to be a creative warrior, right? So we actually count it towards creative rather than comp. So the higher chance is of you recruiting you if you have more earnings. So the more earnings, the better placements, stuff like that gets you in, right? You can add us on Instagram and use our hashtag. Make sure to add us because we actually see those. The ad is as Faith Clan GGs, and also on Twitter. Twitter is way better because our following is way smaller, so we actually see it if you want to join as a comp player. And or if you want to make a video, putting your placements on there and actually displaying us your talent, you know, that's even better. If you obviously prefer to use YouTube, and one of our leads for comp is Zuck, is in the Discord server. If you guys have any questions, make sure to join up and DM him through Discord because he answers all those questions. All right, now we're gonna be moving to more investors and the VFX and the GFX parts. Now we're gonna be moving to VFX and GFX and investments. So now let's start with VFX / editors. So you need to have a lot of experience. We're looking for professional editors, guys. We want top-notch editors. It helps out the team to have the best and of the best editors. You need to be able to export in 4K. 4K is not that hard to export, especially if you do it on Sony Vegas or Adobe Premiere. I know actually I could help you out with that, but you need to, your PC needs to be able to render in that quality. All right. Be able to edit once a week. We want multiple editors, obviously very skillful ones, but as of right now we don't have any. So if you do join, there's gonna be a lot of work on your plate, right? We have other editors in the clan so far. If you join, you're just gonna add, but you need to be able to edit once a week. All right, you need to know a lot of styles, like cinematic styles, like chronic styles versus like I don't know, a bunch of different styles. You know what I mean? Chronic style versus parallel style. I mean, there's so many different styles, or like NorCal style. Yeah. Now next, we're gonna be talking about JFX in this segment as well, both combined. You always need to be unique for both, especially for JFX. We're looking for really good JFX that could make their thumbnails like 1920 by 1080. Obviously, they need to be high quality. They need to be able to do a bunch of different renderings. They need to be able to do a bunch of different holding positions, like holding a gun differently or sitting on a throne, stuff like that. So that's what we're looking. You can submit all the JFX work through emailing the client. The email actually to the client is on the Instagram. So if you go through the Instagram, you can see the email there, or you could just DM through Twitter, which we suggest highly, as I've said. You can have any style. You just make sure that it's suitable for the client. But make sure best platform to submit all your works is Twitter. All right, now DM the Twitter. It's at FaithClientGGs. All right, now we're going to be moving on to trick shotting, which is another important role. Now let's get into it. Now I was planning to do the investors next, but we're going to just do trick shots, and just because investing is a very important role, so I want to have the most time to explain it. So now let's go for trick shots. We have actually an amazing trick shot already in Faith, right? And he hits so many times every week, and we need players like him in the clan. His videos, his clips are high quality. He comes up with new shots. So yeah, you need to be at least able to hit twice a week. I know hitting is very hard. As an owner, I did not know at the start, and when I started trick shotting with one of the trick shotters that we recruited, I saw how hard it was to actually hit. But twice a week is very reasonable. I have talked to many of my trick shotters, and they said it's very good. Very good. Like, it means like it's not, you could hit twice a week, you know what I mean? You need to be high quality, it needs to be original and clean. The original doesn't have to be too original, you know what I mean? Obviously there's not too many shots that you could go for, but make sure it's clean, it's nice, it's not anything like that. It can't be barrel. I'm sorry guys, I know I'm not much of a trick shotter, but my trick shot team was telling me no barrels. We don't want any barrels. Make sure they're not hitting barrels. So yeah, if you hit barrels, I'm sorry, I don't think that you'll be getting in, because I'm only leaving trick shotting and other stuff that I'm not comfortable with analyzing myself. I'm going to be letting my team take care of that. So now we're going to be moving on to some other important rules, so let's get right into it. Now, before this all ends, thank you so much for sticking through if you guys have made it so far. Investing team is one of the most important teams in Faith right now. It's a big role, and what they do is basically put money in the team, $5 to $10 each week, or even more if you can. We need this money for VFX, GFX, and also to grow the team. So it'll be appreciated if you want to join as an investor. You do get benefits in the future if the clan gets bigger. Obviously that is an investment that you have to make, and that's a decision that you have to make. I can't really convince you. It's not a guaranteed thing, but if you're gonna put your money into investing, I would appreciate it a lot. It would help me out to grow the team even further. And yeah, basically that's what an investing team is. Now we're going to move into the promotional team. Promotional team is very important. It's basically teams that get a certain goal, and if they meet it, they get a certain prize, including money. So let's say if you're on Twitter to reach 500 followers, and they promote it, and they get 500 viewers, and that's a big goal, right? That's a big thing to hit, 500 followers. Then that'll be certain money, like 20 or 25 bucks they would get for that. And depending on how many there is, the money gets split up between them. So yeah, it's a pretty big role, and you get paid. I mean, it's just free promotion. You can figure out different ways to promote, and it's a pretty good way to make money in the team. I believe so. All right, so now, before the video ends, make sure to subscribe, please. Like up the video, share with your friends. We're trying to make Faith Clan blow, and I will appreciate it if you do. Go follow the Twitter, please, because that's where we're trying to blow as well. We're trying to get more likes and views on there, so I'll appreciate if you go drop a follow and likes over there and turn on notice. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Turn on the notice for YouTube. Faith on top. Faith Clan 1K. Love you guys all. Hopefully you guys are grinding, and I'll see you next time. Peace. Now, if you have made it so far through all of this, like through this whole video, This is the management team. Now, management team is actually held very like important to my team. I actually those are like the most people that I mostly support because of the amount of work they do, right? There's a lot of work to managing. I know some people say they are management, but they're really not. I have a management team and they work very hard for the team, right? So there's a lot of requirements for this. You need to have an understanding of business. Obviously, that is just off the bat. You are a manager. You need to know that. Needs to value the business, represent the business, right? It's not just like being like, I'm in the clan, I'm done. Not just like inviting a few people, you know what I mean? Like being for faith, like trying to create websites, trying to change socials, trying to do this. You know what I mean? Needs to have a drive for faith, as I've just explained. Needs to be good at negotiating. Obviously, there's going to be sponsorships. We have sponsorships and we get paid for it, and the management team did very good with the negotiating and like talking the price up for the team and stuff. So that's what you need to be able to do, right? Needs to understand the industry, right? Recruiting VFX people, recruiting like helping people, helping managing team basically is what a management does. And you need to be able to understand the industry that you're running in, right? Needs to be friendly with people. I do not want a management that is not friendly with my people, because if you are management, you are running some things, right? So you need to be very friendly with people, right? So now, this is a very hard role to get into, right? And the director of development of faith, code 105, is going to be leading the management team, right? He's the director of the management team. So anything that goes, it goes through him. Now, boom. That's basically it. Now, the recommendations for this is you need to have prior experience, satisfied clients, have examples of sponsorships that you have gotten before for teams or for yourself or for other people. I know some people manage for just one person, for a team, or they manage themselves, which could be great if you guys could show us prior knowledge to those things or prior examples or anything, So now we're going to be talking to two important roles I'm going to be talking that are left, which is our promotional team and our investor team. Now, let's get right into it.